it up and take it to the streets. You know what you got to do. Crank it up and put it on the line. You know all it takes is you. Give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Business growing, you've been going GTE for such a long time.
Long time.
The power's gonna go above and beyond in your lifetime.
Lifetime.
Got to thrill 'em, got to kill 'em, GTE, 'cause now's the right time. Crank it up. Crank it up and take it to the streets. You know what you got to do.
You got to
Crank it up and put it on the lines. You know all it takes is you.
all it takes is to
Give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it out. Crank it up. Crank it up. Big set. Buffalo split. Set, next set. Set, set, next set. Next set. Next set. Get that set by the kiss, nigga. Set, set, nigga.
Hello,
and
here we
happy
are.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
no
Thanksgiving.
wonder.
It's Thursday night. It's time to party with the VCR pals. EP mode, $10 and up. I'm in. I just finished my Thanksgiving dinner with my family and everything, and I'm sitting in the Pickett family. We're doing all right over here. We got a massage chair here
Oh,
in my dad's room here, so I'm gonna be getting a massage. I think I'm gonna need it while we watch. What are we watching?
we're watching oh, that's what that beeping is.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna be watching more of the underwater musical Pocahontas Meets the Little Mermaid by the Mermaids at Weeki Wachee Spring in Florida. I'm also at my folks' house.
Do you guys have a?
No.
No, really? You guys are poor?
Yeah, well, yeah, my folks didn't do anything cook, so my sister brought over some leftover tofurkey, and then for dessert, I had tropical dots. So,
Huh.
yeah, that was by Thanksgiving.
Just like the Pilgrims had.
Yeah.
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 Oh! This is actually really nice.
Does
It's
it hurt?
actually, yeah. I mean, it's challenging.
Mm,
That's what you want, right? In a massage, you want to be challenged.
not me, but
What, you just want soft rubs whenever you're getting
yeah.
massaged?
that's all I can. That's all I want. Yeah.
Oh, I go deep tissue. I'm like, work me. I'm
yeah.
like, yeah. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be me the entire EP. Oh.
I think you're gonna sit up straight when you learn the history of the Weeki Wachee Spring. I think you're gonna thoroughly enjoy. So I showed a little bit of this on the show on Tuesday, but turns out Weeki Wachee Spring, it's in its 75th year, and it's in Florida. It's north of Tampa, about an hour, I think, and it's a very clear natural spring, and it's been going since 1947, and it was founded by a guy who, this is probably his nickname. Oh, Joe, you were wondering what the viewing looked like? That's
Yeah?
what it is. So
Oh, so
yeah,
on a good day, but
yeah, exactly.
Tuesday afternoon,
Yeah.
and it's raining outside.
And this was
Yeah.
like in '63. I don't know if there's that much of a call for Mermaid. I mean, I'll be there, but and the guy who he was a Navy frogman. He like trained like those Navy frog guys, so he knew that you could take this little stick and breathe in and then stay underwater for a long time. And so he had this idea. And one thing I didn't realize because I haven't been there is that so they're outside, but this isn't a tank that they're in. This is actually just a natural spring. So sometimes there's alligators, sometimes there's turtles that they have
Oh,
to swat away.
that makes it
Um,
more. It raises the stakes.
yeah, exactly. So you're kind of in the tank watching them, but that's just a window onto a natural spring in
Do you
Florida.
know what the most horrific thing they ever saw was? Like an audience, like could they have seen
Mm.
like an alligator attacking like a muskrat or something?
Oh,
Like is there
I
anything that
did.
was like
I did read that alligators have been spotted before, but
okay?
they've done one of their big shows was in 1965. They did Alice in Waterland.
Oh,
They did a show in 1970 called Mermaids on the Moon, which I would have loved to have seen. And then the one we're going to watch comes from 1997. It's Pocahontas meets the Little Mermaid. So I don't know when
and
Pocahontas came out, 93 or something.
and
Little Mermaid
did you
was
say?
90.
Did you already say this? But are they still doing it?
Yeah, they're still doing it. Yep,
Still doing it.
it's a
Okay.
seashell-shaped thing. You can still go, and it takes a lot of training to be one of the mermaids. We heard from somebody in the chat on Tuesday whose mom was a Weeki Wachee mermaid.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing my best to not moan in ecstasy right now, but this does feel incredible. It
Huh.
squishes your legs, it squishes your arms,
Wow.
and then it's really challenging the neck area. So I'll keep you updated on my massage while we watch this.
Okay. Well,
Um,
you viewers are going to be moaning in ecstasy when you watch Pocahontas meets the Little Mermaid, which is as culturally inappropriate as the songs are unmemorable. So here we go.
Oh, cool.
Weeki Wachee Spring. Also, I was talking to somebody this week who's like, "You know the real story of Pocahontas, right?" And I was like, "No." And apparently, basically, she was 10 or 11 when Captain John Smith, like, basically made her his bride and changed her name to an American name, and
Oh,
she got kind of put on display as like the beautiful,
yeah.
native woman. And then she mysteriously died on a boat trip back from England. And a lot of people think, well, she served her purpose, so they just kind of, you know, vanquished her. So
Okay.
it's about the most tragic tale of a person could be. But here she just gets to sing with her friend the Little Mermaid. So
Yeah, I'm going to go with this mythology rather than
Okay.
the Howard Zinn version.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Favorite character.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a moment to address the audience. We really must discuss a couple things. First, I'll introduce myself as if you haven't guessed. I'm the frog of Weeki Wachee Springs. Hey, what do you get when you cross a frog with a bunny? Peter.
I wonder if the guy in the
Now, some of you may be thinking
costume
I'm the
is like a
frog
former
prince.
Navy SEAL.
You know, the crown, the clothes. But I'm afraid you wouldn't be right. That guy used to hop around these parts,
The guy
but he
used to
took
kill
off
people
one
underwater,
leapfrog year. You can
infiltrate
call me the
naval
princely
bases.
frog. Pretty original, huh? I'm here to entertain you with a song.
Kind of reminds me of an Everything Is Terrible
and
show.
do some choreography, and
A frog
that's
with a
no
cane?
croak.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about
I feel like
the
they've done that.
mermaids and the magic
I'll
they
do some
bring.
choreography,
We'll have
and
some
that's
fun
no
and
croak.
laughs today, right here in the spring. You're probably wondering how I can talk so well. One morning I woke up and I had a human in my throat. Hoo-hoo! Like my Aunt Vivian used to say, that's a lot of bull, frog. Forgive my
That was
sense of
racier than I
humor.
thought.
As
That's
a
a lot of
host, I'm
bull.
kind of green. I guess I better hop on with the show. Pull up a toadstool and get set because away I go.
He's the frog of Weeki Wachee.
I won't dance on your hibachi.
The frog of Weeki Wachee.
You were expecting Liberace?
The princely frog of Weeki Wachee Spring.
I think he has an earpiece in.
Yeah,
What
he
am I
must, be,
thinking of?
he must be able to hear the pre-recorded soundtrack somehow.
Okay.
I don't know how they do it, but
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, well, if you were in the audience of this, what would your reaction be so far?
Well, would cell phones have been invented at this point, or is this
No, this is
1997?
97. Yeah.
Okay, so probably looking at my cuticles, or
Okay.
it depends on if I were there with you, I would probably
Mm-hmm.
dare you to do something to somebody who worked there.
Oh,
ask
yeah.
ask them a dumb question or
This
something.
would be prime for
Yeah.
doing something dumb in public at the Weeki Wachee Mermaid show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where my head would be.
All right.
I don't think I'd be following the story too
Think
closely.
of what you'd want me to tell an usher while we do
Okay.
this. Well,
Yeah.
The most famous of
somebody's watching
all the
live with us.
mermaids came to the spring.
Happy
Her
Thanksgiving.
name was
Oh, nice.
Felicity, the Little Mermaid.
I am Felicity.
I know what I'd
and
have if you
happy
ask.
to be
Okay, hang on. Let me
the
pause
little-
Felicity here. Yeah.
I think you'd just go up to like one of the ushers that's there and just saying just like, hey, is there any nudity in this, or is this like G-rated? Would you do that one? But you'd be doing it like concerned, like, hey, I
Right.
don't, like I just need to know before I watch
Right.
this. Is there nudity in this, or is
Right. I
this-
want to bring my daughter here later.
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
There
yeah.
isn't any nudity in this, is there? Okay, good. Because my precious daughter Spirit and Curtis Ann haven't seen nude bodies before, and I don't want them to.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And I'm assuming they couldn't use Ariel because, I guess that's Disney's version of Little Mermaid. I don't know.
This mermaid who swims in the sea. For I have a gift of song, and I'm happy to say my voice can
Something
bring
for
joy.
Daddy. That's a good
to
one.
the
That's great for kids and all, but is there something for Daddy? Okay, is there like an after-hours version?
Right.
That,
But anyway, Felicity wasn't the only one who liked to visit the spring. You see, up on the land above was a powerful tribe of Indians.
Let me ask you this. I got a question for you, Nick.
Mhm.
Do you think when the guy playing the frog has to go to the bathroom, he just goes in the tank?
yeah, I think they
There's
all
no
do.
way. Yeah, there's no way that they get out, take their costume off, go to the bathroom.
No,
There's
they
not
just
a
all-
chance.
They just all pee in the spring. So
Exactly.
the
That
water
frog.
was once crystal clear, but now it's a yellowish.
Yeah,
gold.
that frog costume's been peed in so many
Oh
times.
yeah.
Chief's daughter knew that the spring was magic and loved to journey under the surface into the crystal clear waters below. She was the Indian princess, Pocahontas.
Breathing apparatuses have to be loud too. So,
I'm just a little Indian maiden.
but the lip sync's pretty good.
Although I've been granted some fame.
Try to hold your breath as long as she is.
Whenever there's an Indian powwow,
I would panic.
hear them call
too.
my name.
Like she still hasn't.
Pocahontas.
She still hasn't gone into the.
It means princess of the spring.
She hasn't taken a
Then
breath.
her
Oh, here we go.
dream came true. Pocahontas came face to face with the Little Mermaid.
Oh, I bet they get like $7
What
an hour.
are
too.
you?
Yeah.
I am a mermaid. My name is Felicity. Who are you?
No,
My
I
name
have not watched
Pocahontas,
the
Indian
I heard it's good,
princess.
though.
Netflix Mermaid.
Oh,
Well,
I've heard the Indians singing and dancing.
turn this down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Or you've watched it. You can keep me up with the story on this. But what is it? Like, is it a real
It's-
documentary about
Yeah,
mermaids?
it's like people aspire to be in mermaid shows because they have like other like tanks and hotels that have mermaid shows in them, and so there's only like 5 jobs for people who want to be mermaids for a living, but there's like hundreds of people who want to do it who are just captivated by it. So I guess it kind of follows the people who want to be it and try out for it. And, I
Well-
read about it. I haven't seen it yet though.
Yeah. Remember we had that one IMG of that guy who had that really super realistic mermaid costume. I don't know if it was mermaid or like he was
Oh,
half
yeah.
fish or something. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thing. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, Sarah says that landlocked mermaid performers are featured. So apparently the ones that just perform on the ground, put in
Oh.
tails.
Okay.
Okay, now I gotta see it. But
All right.
anyway, here's the fan fiction underwater.
It sounds like so much fun. Do you think I could learn to be an Indian like you?
Pocahontas teach mermaid to be Indian? Never hear of such thing.
Oh, please,
The thing is, she could sing in perfect English, but now she's speaking in sort of the stereotype,
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I'm cutting them some slack because they're underwater this whole time and they're having trouble breathing.
yeah, but it's
I'm-
pre-recorded.
please.
Oh, If you wanna be an Indian maid, there are tribal laws
Traditional
to be
native
obeyed.
music.
So listen close and you'll make the grade. If
Everything's
you
like a
really
ding, ding,
wanna
ding,
be an
like,
Indian
ding,
maid.
ding.
I mean, that's how I think musicals
Laws
should be.
obeyed, make the grade.
Oh, teach me
I'll take
how
that
to
over
be an
Hamilton any
Indian
day.
maid.
Yeah.
Pocahontas now teaching little mermaid. She
I was just putting on a headband.
be an Indian.
I'm dead.
You're Indian, you
They
have
need
to
more jazz
try.
hands. I don't want to tell them how to do their underwater dance, but they need more.
Frog especially. Those are cheerleader outfits. They're supposed to be like American Indian skirts, I guess. There's this move. I think this is one they do every show.
You send smoke signals so your friends
How are they holding their
can
breath?
see. You wear buckskin and beads and feathers in your hair. And of course, you ride a horse or you never get nowhere.
I'd also worry that what if one of those hoses, you know, breaks?
Is there any way we could do a VCR party underwater? I mean, is there any? Maybe we talk to George about it. George would probably have some ideas.
Sure. Somebody must have access to a pool.
Steve is good with logistics.
And George goes swimming every morning at a YMCA, I think.
And there's waterproof VCRs, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Let's look into it.
We should find a way, yeah.
Be an Indian, Pocahontas will see you through if you teach her how to be a mermaid too.
Little mermaid now teaching Pocahontas. She will show her how to be a mermaid.
They always emphasize the how.
If you want to be a mermaid too, listen close to what I say to you. From the little fish, you can take your cue. That's how you can be a mermaid too.
Take my cue,
Like fishies do.
shed my skins.
Get some
During this
fins.
part, I'd go to the usher and be like, a
Take
little
her
something for
legs
the
fishy
dads in the
tail,
audience,
get
you know what I'm
up
saying?
and down just like a whale. Arms to steer and most certainly you'll be swimming like a mermaid in the deep blue sea.
Yes. It was
Yeah.
problematic back then.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, because when Pocahontas came out, it was criticized at the time for being a whitewashing of that history.
And so began a wonderful friendship between the Little Mermaid and Pocahontas. Still, Pocahontas was a human from the land and had to return to her
We had to
tribe
create
and tell them
another
all about their
arbitrary
magical new
conflict to
friend.
extend the show.
The Little Mermaid was so happy with meeting Pocahontas that she blew King Neptune's magical conch shell.
Wait,
so all
what? Oh.
Exactly. That caught me off guard, too.
It took a turn here.
That she blew King Neptune's conch shell. Even
Yeah.
that.
the
If you
other
know what I mean.
mermaids would know.
And what a shell it was. Is that how you play conch shell?
Who dares to disturb the sea witch?
Now, there's a voice we haven't heard in a while. You guessed it. All this happy singing and carrying on has finally woken up that old
Carrying
nasty
on.
sea witch, and it looks like she's having a bad hair day.
It's you, you horrid little mermaid. You caused me enough trouble in the past.
Kids who love The Little Mermaid are probably like, that's not Ursula, that's not Ariel.
No prince.
I have an idea for you. To another question you can ask.
Okay.
You go up to the person, like the usher or whoever, and you say, "Now, are these actual mermaids, or are these people who are, like you do a?
Are these real?
Now, are these actual mermaids, or are these like people that are dressed up as mermaids?"
Oh, they're just people that are dressed up, sir. Oh. Okay.
Huh?
Go.
I'm giving myself another massage here.
I
I'm going.
hear it.
Yeah.
Hear the beeps.
So turn, mighty spring.
The song's
The
just,
waters
you
begin
appreciate
to
Alan
roar.
Menken and the Disney.
Revenge on her I'll
Problem.
bring, and this mermaid will be no more. Ha 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 ha!
Oh, the other thing
Well,
they said
the waters
is that
began to
the water's
swirl all
always
around like a
cold.
terrible vortex, holding the Little Mermaid in the watery clutches of the sea witch. It was terrible. Somebody wake me when it's over.
By
can
the
see who it
flying
is.
beard of Neptune, what is this creature?
Be afraid! Be afraid, Sea Witch! It's a powerful wizard from the land known as an Indian! Swim away! Swim away!
Well, the Sea Witch didn't have to be told twice. And before you could say papoose on the loose, she hightailed it right out of that spring. Unfortunately, leaving the Little Mermaid face to face with this mysterious Indian medicine man.
You backing up in that thing?
You smoking peace pipe?
You know what's funny though? I set it to relax mode, and it has the most annoying meep.
Yeah.
Meep. It's like the least relaxing sound possible.
It's like your hot pocket is done or something.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't relaxing.
Felicity.
A hugga huggle. Hey, wait a minute. How do you know my name?
Medicine man, no. Little Mermaid is friend too.
Pocahontas!
What?
Pocahontas, it's
You
you!
could change your voice like that.
You had me scared for a minute.
Oh, the audience just spit out their sodas like collectively.
We scare away ugly old sea witch.
We sure did!
Do you think you can carry a gun when you go to see the Mermaid show? It's Florida. Do you think you can do open
Oh,
carry?
I'm sure. Yeah, the concealed carry.
Yeah.
The open carry.
So there's John Smith,
Now
who's in his
those were
full...
some pets, all right, and meaner than a
I gotta
pack
say,
of
I'm
pit
impressed.
bulls in a
I mean,
poodle
yeah.
parlor.
It's cheesy and
Fight as
problematic,
they
but
may,
Yeah.
these
our
people are
three heroes
Yeah.
were
doing
the
just
thing underwater.
no
Yeah, they
match
do have to
for
train.
this
It's a skill.
Terrible monster.
Get away, both of you! I'll hold the creature at bay till you get to safety.
Do you think by the
No
time they're
happens,
done
man.
with the play
Pocahontas not leave
that
you
they
behind.
have like the old man wrinkle hands on their
Yes.
entire body?
Yeah, someone in the chat was saying that it was probably... how pruny do you get? Yeah, I'm sure. You must. It's a 45-minute show.
Well, what happens with long-term pruning too? You know,
Oh.
like,
What are
do you-
the... Yeah.
are you permanently pruned?
Well, I did see a picture of like the oldest living Weeki Wachee mermaid, and she did look extremely pruny. She was,
Oh yeah.
yeah, in her late 80s, I think.
Wait! I know! King Neptune's conch shell. It has the power to tame all the creatures in the sea.
King,
Try it,
King
Felicity,
Neptune's
quick!
conch shell.
Yes, the power of the magic conch calmed down those critters long enough for the Little Mermaid to find
take a
out
look at
just
my
what that
magic
old
conch.
sea witch was up to.
They're under the sea witch's spell.
Do you think you'd be able to tell what was going on if they didn't have the narration
narrator?
and and just had the motions?
No.
No.
Do you think there's ever been a like accidental slippage out of the tops? They're pretty secured, but you know they're doing a lot of acrobatics.
Yeah.
Probably,
yeah.
right?
A little wardrobe. What do they
Yeah.
call it?
In 75 years, I mean, I bet it happens once a week.
Yeah.
All the tape in the world isn't going to keep it secure all the time. I like
What
those
does
eyes.
this mean,
Yeah.
Felicity?
Hey.
Well,
It's a
that's something you
creature
can ask the
of
usher.
song like me.
Okay.
You ever
It
see
will take a
anything
celebration of
that you're not
song
supposed to see,
and
buddy?
all the power of this magical spring to break the spell once and for all.
Of course, the magic of Weeki Wachee.
Come on, everybody, clap your hands.
Seems like
Help
a bit
us
of a
make the
Deus Ex
magic work.
Machina.
Everyone sing.
No, the magic of Weeki Wachee Spring
Sing
is what
with
saved it.
me at Weeki Wachee.
I think this must be the closing they do of every show.
I think this is how everything is terrible closes their shows too.
Sing with us.
Oh, hear us sing. Please break this spell and make our friends
clapping's a bit
well
off.
at Weeki Wachee.
What if you inhale a little bit of water?
Yeah.
Well, as you might imagine, the spell was broken and the sirens were freed.
Plus, you got to
They were
think,
so
since it's a spring, there's got to be fish turds floating around in
Oh
there,
yeah,
right?
yeah, there absolutely are.
Yeah.
There's fish that they have to swat away occasionally, and yeah, they're dealing with actual creatures there, not just fake ones.
Right. And think if they got shocked by like an electric eel or something,
Yeah,
be able to see their skeletons.
it's a real danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
happy they decided to stop their boat sinking business and live in the magical spring. Pocahontas and the Little Mermaid were friends forever, and they all lived happy ever
We're going to tell
after.
you the real Pocahontas story.
Stick around.
Here in this magical spring.
Don't see a lot of Wandas these days. Oh, I cut this scene out, but they kind of had some. Those ladies brought you into.
I want to see a behind the scenes or like a making of, or that's the more interesting thing here.
For folks in the chat who've seen the Mermaid documentary on Netflix, do they cover Weeki Wachee at all? Because this seems like the OG. Because I would like to see the behind the scenes too. I've just read a few things about it beforehand, but it's on my list. We're gonna be in Florida in March, so I think we go.
Well, we also have a connection to somebody there, right?
Yeah, well, an alumnus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You should. I wish you could. I wish you were here to feel how limber I am now because of this.
Really?
This massage chair. It's just run your hand along my back. You feel how limber my back is and tender.
Yeah.
Tender and limber.
Yeah, I wish I was there too to feel that.
All right. Well, you know what? I gotta say, I might use this massage chair for all these EPs. It's way more enjoyable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we get one for the office maybe.
Yeah. These are like in like car washes when you have to you put like $1 in, it gives you 5 minutes. It's one of those things. So.
Malls have them. Yeah.
I think my dad stole it from a mall. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was fun. We are taping this live on Thanksgiving, so thank you for spending, those of us in the live stream, thank you for spending it with us briefly. Hope you all are celebrating and ate good food and had a better dessert than tropical dots, which is my Thanksgiving
That doesn't
dessert.
sound that bad.
Really?
That sounds like
What do you want? Full of tropical pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Pie or something like
That's
that.
actually what I'm going out to have right now. So,
that's what I really wanted, but I didn't think far enough ahead to go to a co-op and get it.
Are your parents like, no, we're not making them the vegan stuff?
Yeah, they've been like that since high school. So, yeah. Yep.
You're on your own
with
that one. Yeah.
It's fun to check in with the Melindas, though. So thanks, patrons. Honestly, we said it on the main show, but we are so thankful that you allow us to keep doing this ridiculous stuff and paying the rent on all our 13,000 videos and keep this project going.
This.
So
yes, thank you so much
for a year of your patronage. And somebody said there's the streaming Mystery Science Theater.
Oh,
marathon,
that's right. That's today. Yes. I'm going to turn that on right now.
Yeah, some of my earliest VHS taping memories were recording those.
Yeah. Don't they do Twilight Zones all day today too?
Mm-hmm.
No. Maybe I think it's New Year's actually.
Is it? Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun marathons, but enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving evening. We'll see you Tuesday night, and we'll be right back right after these words.
That's all. That's it.